Okay, so I wasn't planning to make a video today, but there was some news that I saw this morning that, well, to be honest, it got me riled up. So it's absolutely, utterly such a ridiculous thing that I've seen today that I thought, you know what, I have to cover this. I have to make something on this. And if you cast your mind back to when we were talking about the 20 miles per hour speed limit, a couple of videos that I've done on that, and in one of the videos I'm pretty sure I did express some frustration about, you know, we have to make a stand on this road, you know, the line must be drawn here, this far, no further, because it's a slippery slope, you know. When you start to introduce these kind of legislations, you say, well, 30 miles per hour is not good enough because it's dangerous, so we should drop to 20. But the reality is that even 20 miles per hour, you get hit by a car at 20 miles per hour, you're not just going to bounce gently off it. So how low are they going to go? Well, it seems we're just about to find out, and I'll tell you everything right after this.
A brown car guy. Brown car guy.
So this is the news out that I saw this morning, and this is a statement from the Road Safety Foundation, RSF, and they are saying, they are calling for road speed limits to be cut to 10 miles per hour in cities. Now they specifically say that this should be around schools, hospitals, as well as sporting, social and cultural venues, whatever that means. 10 miles per hour. Come on, are you kidding me? I mean, you can walk faster than 10 miles per hour. As it is, 20 miles per hour has proven to be such an absolute nightmare, especially at the wrong place at the wrong time. I've always said I'm not in disagreement about, you know, putting lower limits near schools and hospitals. But, you know, like here in London, we have so many 20 miles per hour limits. And, you know, you find yourself that when you're out and about, say in an evening or whatever, and the roads are empty and they're deserted, and you're still doing 20 miles per hour, it's just it just feels like a snail pace. And you know, when you talk about the standard of modern cars, you know, and the quality of them in terms of their capabilities, their stability at speed, their ability to stop, to brake, all the safety systems they've got on there, all the crash safety systems, all the pedestrian safety systems, 20 miles per hour seems to be a bit of a joke, honestly, but that's bad enough. And now they're talking about 10 miles per hour, and as I said before, I mean, where does it end? You know, what do we end up with? 10 miles per hour? That's still going to hurt. That's still going to hurt. If a vehicle's going to hit you at 10 miles per hour, that's still going to hurt. What next? 5 miles per hour? What next? A man walking in front of the car with a red flag? Whoa, talk about reversing time, talk about winding the clock back. What next? Don't drive. No cars at all, banned. That's what we're getting to, right? Until we have autonomous cars. Hope you're enjoying this video. Make sure to hit like, share and subscribe if you're not already doing so. And support independent automotive journalism channels like mine. You can do that at patreon.com, coffee.com, or taking out a subscription right here on YouTube. Or you know what, better still, you can go and buy my books. I've got 3 books out now. They're all on Amazon. They're all available to buy. More details on this are in the description, but buying any of these books will certainly help. Thanks so much for watching. This is just ridiculous. No, I mean, this just absolutely wound me up properly. I mean, like, this is absolutely nonsense. I mean, where does it end? And it's not just there. It's not just that they're talking about. It said that single carriageways and country roads must also stick to the 20 miles per hour limit. What? You know, most single carriageways, most country roads are set at the black stripe, the national speed limit, 60. To be fair, in many cases that's too fast. When you have the really tight, twisty, winding roads, that's actually too quick. But you know, drivers don't necessarily drive at 60 miles per hour when they're on those roads, you know, because you need the skills of a rally champion with a rally car to be able to do that. But so drivers adjust to what is the correct speed for the situation, and that's what it should be about. People should use their judgment. But more than that, this whole notion of, first of all, this whole, you know, vision zero deaths. Well, you know, there'll never be such a thing. No matter what you do, you know, there'll never be such a thing. But anyway, Let's put that aside for a moment. I mean, it's a good thing to aim for, but let's be realistic about these things, yeah? And at the end of the day, let's also look at the fact that, in all of these scenarios when they talk about speed limits, and they're placing the onus on the car, on the motorist, every single time. It's like, blaming them, why have you got a car? Because you got a car, you're going to need to get around, that's why you have a car. And it's like, well, why is it always the motorist's fault? You have to think about who else is responsible here in this scenario. It takes two hands to clap, right? At the end of the day, when I was a kid, at school, it was the highway code, the Green Cross code in particular, was drummed into us. We were told, this space is for you. These pavements, these are for you. That space there, that's the road. Those are for cars, bikes, whatnot. Don't go there, because that's not safe. That was a simple message. We stuck to the pavements. And we're very fortunate in a country like the UK, where generally we have pavements, I should say, apart from maybe some country roads and B roads. But most of the time, certainly in cities, where they're referring to the 20 miles per hour, or the 10 miles per hour limit, I should say, we have pavements. And many countries, certainly that I've been to, sometimes there aren't any pavements as such. There isn't a clear demarcation between where the road is and where the footpath ends, if you like. So you just kind of have to survive. And people survive, People figure it out. It's incredible, when you take away some of the rules and everything. There's somewhere in Europe, I can't remember where, I'm sure somebody will tell me in the comments, but there's a city where they took away all the signs, all the traffic lights, everything, and they turned out to have fewer collisions, fewer accidents, fewer injuries, because people just looked after themselves. So this over legislation, this over restrictions, and over you got to do this, you got to do that, you can't, literally, what's going to be next? You can't drive at 10 miles per hour, you can't drive 5 miles per hour, you can't drive, and then, you can't go out. You can't go out, it's dangerous. You go out, you might fall into a pothole, you might trip, you might break your neck. It's like, seriously, how far is it going to go? It's absolutely ridiculous, 10 miles per hour. Literally, you're killing cars, you're killing the car industry, you're killing car enthusiasm, you're killing driving. You don't even go there. Don't even discuss this. Let's just take this for a joke. I hope that everybody takes it for the joke that it is. Anyway, love to hear your comments on this, I'm sure I will. Don't forget to hit like, share and subscribe on your way out, and I'll catch you very soon, I'm sure, in the next video, and I'll keep you up to date on whether this is real or indeed, hopefully, a big joke. Running a business these days, especially if you're a one-man army, is exhausting. Believe me, I can tell you all about it. From getting new clients to chasing payments to creating the content, it can be chaos. That's why I want to tell you about my friends at Stratagency. Now, they help solopreneurs and small business owners, especially folks in the car scene, automate, scale, and actually grow their business. Websites, content strategy, Instagram, WhatsApp, it's all sorted. If you're ready to go from being overwhelmed to in control, book a 15-minute consult at the link in the description. And tell them BrownCarGuy sent you. Shout out time, guys. Thank you so much. Hey, if you enjoy my content, why not get involved? Buy me a coffee. You can do that at either of these links. Or if you're watching on YouTube, buy me a thanks or take out a membership. It all helps. It really does.